A Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful. First-year coach with no experience, win championship. 67 wins put them as a top 5 team of all time. Combination of their offense and defense made them one of the best teams ever. And it was something Kenny and I were not used to. We're used to seeing big guards dominate. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Penny Hardaway. Steph Curry has the same body as Kenny's son. Kenny's son is 19-year-old. Guy has no chest muscles, but he dominates.
Yeah, KJ has no chest muscles. But I'll tell you what, people can say what they want, and they said, oh, they won because of injuries. What? You beat who's in front of you. Congratulations, Golden State Warriors.
When you look back,
NBA champs.
Will you consider them one of the great champions?
Well, to be a great champion, you have to be back-to-back.
Stop it, Ernie.
Three
Cut
peats.
it out, Ernie.
No.
I'm just saying there's a 67-win team that won the championship.
WF do. D. Whoopie freaking do.
WF do.
No, not yet. You have to multiple championships.
Okay,
define great.
Just threw the question out there. WF do. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
We're going to bring you an interconference this one as the Cavaliers come from Cleveland to play this one. The fans are making noise here inside the Oracle Arena for their Warriors. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And it's the Warriors to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Cleveland on defense. It's a 3-point game. Barnes can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Nice shot by James.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Curry against Irving. Barnes kicks to Green. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Takes the 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Now the Warriors to get up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Now, here's Curry. Now, Green. Thompson from long range. Love grabs the board. 1:14 left to play here in the first. Smith kicks to Love. Feeds to James. The kick out to Irving. Drains the 19-footer. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Here's Curry. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Cavaliers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Screen by Smith. Pass to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Irving's got 5 points so far.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Irving. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Thompson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Big man with the big-time finish.
The Warriors leading. Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Barnes. And stolen by LeBron. Smith left side. Passes it to Irving. And stolen by Barnes. On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Irving. Bogut. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
From deep. He got it up that. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. Has become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game stats-wise?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Dellavedova in at the 1. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. Late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down, actually, last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
And it's Shumpert again, missing. Warriors leading by 4. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out, watch out.
And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Ezeli. And Ian Clark subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. And so it's Golden State with it. Amon Shumpert unable to get his last shot to go.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression.
Warriors leading by 6. Here's Clark. Offline with his 3. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Shumpert dishes to LeBron. That 3 off the mark.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Fry. From past the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Here's Clark. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Clark's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
And that does it for the first half of play. Warriors ahead, up 6. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest lead during the opening period was 5. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They were clearly a better shooting team. Their play calling and execution were on point. It wasn't a dominant performance, but you did get an idea of how efficient they can be. They'll need to continue that kind of shooting if they want to pull away in the second half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Their defense is getting flat out embarrassed. Embarrassed, however you say it, Ernie. I realized they had to deal with a team who was red hot most of the first half, but that's an excuse. You know what? They got to be aggressive. They got to step up on that D. They got to prevent that. They need more effort, Ernie.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's played just a smart game overall offensively, looking for and finding the gaps in the defense, and also terrific shot selection.
Greg, that's exactly what we're talking about when we talk about being efficient as an offensive player. Fully on display there with him.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's the Warriors 5. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
That's his first personal foul.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, trailing by 4. Outside Irving. He feeds it to Love. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And the Warriors miss again.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career and would end up being the most winning team he's played on. Says something about how long he's waited for success.
And Love, who would also go on to make his first postseason appearance, played in the first round last year. It was a complete 180 for him in what he was used to at Minnesota.
And even though there were ups and downs for Love last season, you know that he must have enjoyed winning for a change. And being in the league so long without making the playoffs, he finally got a chance to play in the postseason.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for the Warriors. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Barnes. The Cavaliers trail by 4. James, the pass to Irving. And the basket good. Irving's got 7 points in the game.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
Curry outside. That one goes. Count it. And the Warriors lead by 5.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Irving dishes to Love. He's looking for LeBron and finds him.
Now that's some hang time. Levitation, elevation. What a pretty double clutch move there.
Well, you can afford to get fancy on your way up. You got to have that kind of space.
And space, Kevin, is what he had. The defense just a little bit Charmin tissue paper-like. I should say soft.
Now Irving. After the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Irving kicks to Love. Thompson against James. Love the pass to LeBron. That one goes. Count it. James has got 9 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Here's Curry with the 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And how about that for a response?
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Warriors leading by 4 on the court for Cleveland. They've got Matthew Dellavedova, Channing Frye out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Irving. And it's Shumpert in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Irving, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I also love the way they moved the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Curry's shot is off. Cleveland's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9 to tie it up. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Thompson dishes to Curry. Launches it. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Barnes. following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Outside Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 15 points in just the second half.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 13 points, and he's been delivering a healthy dose of helpers, too.
He really has, Clark. Always with his head up, looking to make the pass, trying to find the open man.
Warriors leading by 4. Iguodala outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 7. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Shumpert. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Irving drives in. That's good. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's a miss. His 5th, 8 made field goals. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Irving for the 3. And that one's good. Irving's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Kicks to LeBron. 43 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Clock at 6. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart. That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
And the Cavaliers call.
Got time.
They're losing by 4. 29 seconds left in the fourth. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of leads.
And they can't afford to let it get any slimmer than what it is now, guys.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
And that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal.
Curry sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead. The feed to Smith. On the wing, James. And again, LeBron missing.
A bit of pride at stake. Trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Congratulations on this win tonight, Stephen, and tell us a little bit about the driving philosophy behind how this team strives to be the most cohesive unit possible.
To me, it's a commitment But we know that that's going to put us in good position to win every single night. Is if we bring the effort, multiple efforts at each possession where you might get beat, but you got to get back in the play. And God's going to help you, you help him. We care about each other, so we want to make sure that nobody's left out to dry. And I think that's a big factor. And we're just relentless on defensive end.
Congratulations, Steph. Great job. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. Is hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous. He feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.